This is Ash Wednesday, the beginning of Lent. With Ash Wednesday we have our tradition of ashes for repentance and doing penance, another prayer and acts of charity, almsgiving. This is Mission Live. You're with Roger from the MSC Mission Office. Lent, starting today, is a time to reflect on our life, to look into our life, to see how we're going with our Christian living. It's a time to contemplate, to think deeply about our life, and on the basis of that, to change. Not drastic changes, but we continue change in our life. And there might be things in our life we think, I really need to change that. It would be really good if I changed that, and if I did better in this way and that way. With the ashes, that's got a long biblical tradition. It's not so much a custom with us in our Western world, but in the time of the Hebrews, it was to put ashes on their head and to dress in sackcloth and ashes. In Papua New Guinea, ashes is very traditional. They put ashes on themselves when somebody dies. And in some places, particularly Highlands, they put mud. They have this red ochre coloured mud, and they put mud all over themselves, on their body, on their head. And they might leave it there for a long time until the funeral's over, and quite a long time. In some places too, they don't wash until a certain period. Then they have a wash, and the clothes that they're wearing are burnt. So these are signs of sorrow in the first instance, and signs of repentance, signs of sorrow mainly, and then repentance, moving on to a different time of life. Apart from that, some of them, particularly in the Highlands again, and particularly the women, will cut off a finger, one joint of a finger, cut it off. It's the pain, and it's a sign that she is sorry for the loss of a certain person. And amazingly, I've seen some women with quite a few fingers with parts of them cut off. This is custom. And these things are also used, and not the finger so much, but ashes and mud are used as that sign of sorrow and repentance. When I was in the seminary, one of our guys, who's still a priest, said, we're talking about penance and whatnot for Lent. And he said, I don't bother giving up something or doing something. I just put up with people more. I just put up with people more. And I thought that's a pretty good penance. And that can help. Might be some people you don't like, or all the time you're getting cross with, or you avoiding. Just put up with him or her more. Or it might be a collective thing. Or it might be not only put up with him or her, but go out of my way to talk to them, to listen to them, ask them about their life, ask them about what's happening in their life. Anything. And you might find, I've got a better and a new relationship with that person. From the Mission Office, we'd be saying that one way to do this in action is to support our efforts to help people in need. During Lent, make a special effort to say, I will give more for water in Africa, or India, or in the Pacific, or in Papua New Guinea. Or I give more for youth, helping youth in our many places and in our many projects. Or for health, or for helping our priests and religious in their pastoral work of looking after the people. Or for the formation, for the education of our future priests. And we're particularly interested in helping those in Africa, because they have a large number of students and they've got a lot of needs. So this is a way to reflect, to contemplate, and to change. And there's a word in Greek for the change, it's metanoia. It literally means to turn around, to turn in a new direction. That's very expressive, that sort of a turn, to say, I'm going the wrong way in this, I need to turn around and go another way. That's what Lent is for, to give us time to contemplate and to think and to make up our minds of what to change. So we don't do the change at the beginning of Lent. That might happen by the end of Lent. But we can make those changes and say, no, I have to change in my life. And in this, it's a way of going on mission. Thank you.